Alrighty, everyone, and welcome here tonight for the Whiplash Media pre-race show here on Extreme Sim TV for the Loose Lugnuts over-the-top designs Tuesday night throwback series. I want to welcome everyone to this pre-race show here tonight. What will be round number, 15 of the Loose Lugnuts Tuesday Night Throwback Series, brought to you by Over the Top Designs. Again, in the booth with you here tonight, it will be Matt, as always, bringing you coverage of this one. I want to thank everyone for coming out here tonight as we get ready to go racing here from the Michigan International Raceway in round number 15 here tonight as we get ready to go again. And what a fun we've had over the last couple of days with some great racing across the board now for round number 15. And sorry, filing in a couple of things for you guys at home, but nevertheless, we are ready to go in round number 15 here tonight for these guys. Now, and I will tell you first and foremost, little light on the car count here tonight. Part of the reason why the show didn't go on till a bit later on here than normally scheduled. It was scheduled to kick off here at around 8:10 Eastern. We moved it back a little bit to help a couple other things out. But again, thank you to Whiplash Media for partnering with the channel here and covering all of our cameras for us. And our iRacing camera packs. Whiplash Media, your home of camera packs, iRacing overlays, and much, much more. You can find all that information over at pitstop.tv. They are the official camera supplier of Pitstop TV and now Extreme Sim TV as well. Again, that is Whiplash Media. Big shout out to those guys. Well, as we're here with the Whiplash Media pre-race show, we're going to take a look at the point standings as we're going to count down to qualifying, and there it is for you right there. And I'm going to actually get rid of the countdown clock for a second and take a look at Jeffrey D. Merck coming in right now, 29 points over Andrew Schulte, who I do not believe is here tonight. Trent Drum, Lob Haynes, also car not here tonight. So a bunch of these guys not here, so it could be a big points day. You're somebody like a Jeffrey D. Merck, and if you play your cards right, you could be walking away with a great points day here tonight as we kind of close in on qualifying. And let's see if Mr. Merck can hear us. This is going to be the question here, if Mr. Merck can hear us. We know he had an audio issue earlier on, so let's see if Merck can hear us up here in the Extreme Sim TV booth, and let's get ready to talk to him here. Mr. Merck, Matt up here in the Extreme Sim TV booth with the Whiplash Media pre-race show. You got a copy, Mr. Merck?
I do, Matt.
Alrighty, man, we're going to roll into round 15. Points leader here tonight. A lot of guys not here tonight, so you look at it as an opportunity to really extend that points lead?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you have to look at it. I mean, it's a summer series. I mean, you just have to look at it like, well, their hauler broke down, so you just got to widen that points lead out even further, and hey, you got to take advantage of every little bit you can.
Yeah, 10th on that. I think it is a real advantage here. You know, you hate to see other people not be able to make it, but at the same time, that's going to open up that door for that number 60 Exxon machine to kind of extend it here at Michigan. 60 laps here tonight, seven cars. I think it's going to be a pretty quick race here. I don't expect a ton of caution.
Yeah, no, I expect it to go green almost all the way. I mean, we normally have long green flag runs, even when we do have a bunch of guys show up. So, low turnout tonight. We don't like to see it, but real life gets in the way sometimes. People working on real race cars and weddings, and I know Mitchell had a death in the family, so we want to reach out condolences for him. I hope everything, The morning process goes quickly. I know his uncle was a big drag racing guy and meant a lot to Mitch, so we're really thinking about him over here at Loose Lugnuts.
Yeah, exactly. And Mark, we all wear these Loose Lugnuts t-shirts for a reason, because we're pretty much a family over here. I hate to hear that, and Mitch, hope everything starts to feeling better soon for you, buddy. But I tell you what, Mert, you know what the best way to make Mr. Reeves feel better, buddy? We go put on one heck of a show here at Michigan.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'm sure he'll go back and watch it and put a smile on his face, and that's what we're here for sometimes, just to get away from the real world and just kind of put the headset on, sit down in the rig, and just worry about racing for an hour or two.
10-4, but the clock has hit 0, buddy. It's qualifying time. I'm going to let you go. Best of luck, Jeffrey Merck.
Hi, Matt. Thanks, bud.
Mr. Merck, they're doing a wonderful job. And that is pretty much going to conclude our shortened Whiplash Media pre-race show, because it is time for qualifying here tonight from the Michigan International Raceway. Here this evening, qualifying underway. Here we right now, 4 minutes left on the board. 7 cars. It's going to be a quick qualifying session here. Coco, the pit bull, in the broadcasting booth. Once again, I know what she wants. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see if the broadcaster can multitask and entertain the pit bull and call a race at the same time. What do you think guys at home think is going to happen here? This is either going to go really well or really bad. And we'll put a poll in the comment section of how this is going to go. Because she is about 2 inches away from the microphone at the moment. If you want them to know you're here, you kind of got to, growl, bark. You got to use your vocal cords here. They can't just magically hear the pit bull. I'll let Kim. There you go. Alright, qualifying underway right now. And again, check out Over the Top Designs on Facebook. If you're looking for a paint scheme, don't look your best. Look over the top with Over the Top Designs. And John Hendricks as well. As we get ready to go, 3:27 left. And again, Mr. Hendricks does a wonderful job across the board. Anything you may need, paint schemes, and much more over at the Over the Top Designs on Facebook. Well, right now taking a look at Mr. Brandon Thornhill, top of the board. First lap gonna be a 42.031 here for the number 60 machine of Jeffrey D. Mert. No surprise there. As we continue to run, Mert up front right now from in second. And Sula there as well. Everybody getting ready again for this one here tonight. Everybody hanging on at the moment as we look at the qualifying order. We had some rain come through earlier on. Wasn't sure that we was going to get this show in, but looks like we're going to be good to go. Alright, as we get ready to go, green flag racing. Victor Barlett right now third on the board, taking a look at Trent Drum. Barlett, Andrew Schulte on pit road in the number 11 Kellogg's machine. He'll get ready to lead pit road here. Will Mr. Andrew Schulte here tonight as we're a minute away from a green flag start time here for the Over the Top Designs Tuesday Night Throwback Series. 60 lapper here tonight around the Michigan International Raceway. As we continue to run right now, Jeffrey Merck leads the way in the 60 machine in qualifying. And this is literally probably the last cars being Judd Danielson, some of the guys, Andrew Schulte, has got to take a time here in their qualifying effort here tonight. Seconds remaining on the board right now as we go to finish up qualifying here tonight with 38, 37, 36 remaining. Sholta down the back chute here at the Michigan International Raceway. Right now 24 seconds left on the clock for Mr. Andrew Sholta in this qualifying effort. That cornflakes machine will cross the stripe. Once again, putting time on board. P6 for Sholta, and it looks like we're going to wind out with 8 cars here tonight. Good little, at least we got 8 of them out here to put on a show for you guys here tonight. Tuesday night Throwback Series, and we will get it gridded up here this evening. 8 cars, 60 laps. Who's going to get it done here tonight? Let's get ready to take a look at your starting lineup here for tonight. Alright, on row number 1, it is Jeffrey Merck alongside Brandon Thornhill. And big shout out to Rachel, just sick for the last 2 weeks. I hate to hear that. She should be back soon. Row number 2, Victor Barlett, John Pansula. Row number 2. Row number 3, Trent Drum, Andrew Sholta. Trying to close the gap on Jeffrey Merck. Hey, he's here. It's got a shot at it. Row number 4 tonight, Judd Danielson and Chris Balls. And that will round out your 8-car field at the Michigan International Speedway. Race number 1 here at Michigan this week on the channel. Again, I believe it is, I want to say PGR takes on Michigan later on in the week as well. As we'll wait here on the back straightaway, the field will get ready to come through with the iRacing pace car to get ready to go green here in just a moment. So we'll get ready to go green once again. You see the field off at turn number 4. This time by, ready to go. And turn number 2, ready to go racing. Again, all these cameras brought to you by Whiplash Media. Great partnership there with those guys to bring you these beautiful camera angles. We'll take a quick drink of water, folks, and then we're going to go racing here at Michigan. Alright, as we are ready to go. Field headed. Oh, we got a problem under pace laps. Balls having a problem. Let's quickly take a look at the replay. What happened to Vols under caution here tonight? And we are coming to green, but Vols having a hiccup here. What happened? Here comes the field. As the field goes to green here, we're still on the replay of what happened to Vols down here in 3 and 4 before we even got to the green flag. Big trouble for Vols. Something broke in that car, got the outside wall. Not the way he wanted to start tonight, but we are green here at the Michigan International Raceway once again here tonight. Wow, the Vols had a big time issue here to start this one. Lap number 1 on the board. We'll get to the actual racing action. You see it right there, that's John up there in the mix as they're battling out through turns number 3 and 4, and I hate to see that for Vols having a problem, but Merck was leading down to 5th on the board early on. And Sula up to the race lead already. And this is pretty much every car on the racetrack right here in the little bundle. Off of turn number 2, Jeffrey Merck sliding back to the back of the pack here, starting lap number 2. Merck again started on the pole here tonight. He slid backwards. There's Thornhill up into what would be the fourth spot right now, getting a bit of a challenge. Merck sliding backwards still. Merck doing everything he can, trying to hang on right now. As we continue to run lap number 3 on the board, John Pansula up front leading the way with Trent Drum right there on his back bumper. Started in 5th here tonight, now up to P2 as he tries to run down your race leader. What about Judd Danielson back there? Danielson having a good run as well as we continue to run right now down the back straightaway. Danielson the top side of the 11 machine. Drum and Pansula checking out on the field right now. And so we're trying to run down Mr. Drum, trying to run down Mr. Pansula at the front of the field here. Chris Mall is update on him. He's back on the racetrack after that incident before we even took the green flag here tonight. Had an incident, got it gathered up. We continue to run right now. Getting the back straightaway here at Michigan. Pansula, Drum, Danielson, your top 3 on board with Drum right now in that P2 spot, trying to keep the pressure up on that race leader. There's Thornhill right there as well. Now moving along with Merck right there as well. Danielson right up there as well in that P3 spot. Delta P4, Thornhill P5, Merck P6, Barnett in P7, and Chris Balls, after that rough start to that race, trouble under caution. Last car in the field right now. And so leads. Danielson there as well. Dolta trying to take advantage and gain some points on Merck right now in 4th. Thornhill to 5th. Merck has slid back to 6th. Merck with a bit of trouble here early on in the first 5 laps of the 60 lap event here tonight. Everyone hanging on, 6 of 60 complete here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Pansula leads here tonight. Everybody hanging on right now. That is John Pansula leading the way. Trent Drum following on the inside line right now, trying to make up some ground. He'll dip to the bottom of the 01 of Pansula. Down the front straightaway again here, side by side to the race lead. Here at lap number 7. And it's Pansula hangs on right now, hanging tough with Drum in 2nd. 3rd, Danielson. Here it comes at a Bruzy Raceway. Number 85 making up some big ground here tonight. And look at that 85 go down the back straightaway here at Michigan. Right behind Trent Drum, top 3 now. Checking out on the field behind him. And again, we see it happening over and over here. These top 3 starting to open the gap over Thornhill and Schulta. The battle for 4th right now on the racetrack behind them. It's got to feel good if you're Pansula and Drum and Danielson to start opening that gap as the final 3 really back here battling amongst themselves. Victor Barlett off the pace as well as Chris Balls. Right now, Balls in danger of going a lap down after that mishap under yellow. Again, Balls got that car into the outside wall before we even took the green here tonight. Gave himself some damage, and I'm sure that's affecting his ability to get to this front pack. And he is going to have some help from a caution somewhere. The problem being, and my fear here for him, as we work our way through with John up front, is are you going to get a caution here tonight from the Michigan Raceway with the amount of cars that we've got? I kind of don't think we will. And that's going to lead itself to green flag running as on board right out the camera view here of a Trent drum, and you gotta worry if you're drum, what can you necessarily do to get up there to John? But those three have checked out. The guy in the most trouble, obviously, is this car of Chris Balls. 22 seconds behind the field, again, was under caution. Car took a hard right into the outside wall, put him behind the 8 ball before we even really got the green flag here tonight. And this is, I don't want to say rough, but it is rough for Mr. Vols, the situation he is in right now. The Vols right there in that last spot, trying to hang on. Meanwhile, the battle for second, Danielson looks to the bottom. He is on the back bumper of Trent Drum as they head down into turn 1 and 2, nose to tail right now. 11 of 60 complete. Right now, nose to tail, 11 to 60 complete here tonight. Everybody trying to fight through right now. Nose to tail at the moment. Right now, nose to tail up front. Back there in fourth with Thornhill giving chase. And it's Jeffrey D. Mert in that 6th spot hanging on as well. Victor Barlett sliding further and further back. Ball's now 23 seconds off. But he's about a half a lap down right now. Got to figure out a way to get back to the front of this field. As you see him single file off of turn 2 right now. 12 of the 60 complete here already. 12 of 60 laps in the books. And Sula from Daniels. That's your top 3 here at the Michigan International Raceway. Now we got to look here, 60 laps on the board. Can these drivers make 30 here and cut this race in half? That's going to be the question from the fuel strategy standpoint, as we got a bit of a battle breeding for second between Drum and Danielson. Danielson to the left or a quarter panel of Drum now. Great battle off into turns 3 and 4. Wonderful race right now. Danielson going to let Drum go. He is still intact with them though, as they work turns 3 and 4 and Sula up the racetrack here tonight at the Michigan International Raceway. Right now, working their way through. You see up front, and Sula lead. Everyone else behind them at the moment. There is the 01 of Pansula. Danielson right behind them, along with Drum. These 3 cars are checked out from the field over the first 14 laps here tonight. With 14 complete in the 60 schedule here at the Michigan International Raceway. And it's unfortunate for Vols back there. I know that's tough, knowing that your race kind of ended before it even got going. Because again, if we don't see a caution, more than likely he's going to end up a lap down here. But look at the opportunities opened up for Pansula, Danielson, Drum. Don't they even trying to lower that points lead that Mr. Mert has coming in around 15 with 5 races left. Again, we're 4 races after tonight. Think about that. Round 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So 5 to go after tonight. Not 4, excuse me. 5 races to go in this season. As you see a side-by-side battle. And you see it right there as it's good Danielson right there with Trent Drum losing a spot to Andrew Schulte up into 3rd here. You gotta think to yourself, man. You gotta sit there and think, what is this gonna be like when we come down to the final 2 races and Mert holds this points advantage. And tonight, not looking so hot, as we're nearly halfway through this thing. We're almost 17 laps of 60 complete here. So you got to start thinking about what you're going to do long term for the extension of this race. Because again, we do not expect to see a yellow here tonight. This is a rough situation for some of these guys. Thornhill under pressure back here. You see Thornhill running fourth. Mert starting to come forward now on the older tires. We've seen that this year as well. Mert's going to have to come up with something in a hurry here, I feel like. Get around the 12 of Drum and the 68 as they continue to run right now. And this is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure that these guys won't be able to make 30, I don't think. Cut this in half as you see Mert using the top line of Drum to make the pass happen down the back straightaway this time by. John Mansell out front, Judd Danielson in second. Third right now is Andrew Schulte. That's your top three here tonight. See right now on board with Schulte. And Sula leading away with Mr. Danielson breathing down his neck. On board right now with John Pansula. 19 of 60 laps complete here tonight at the Michigan International Raceway. From 19 complete here, we continue to run. It'll be 40 to go next time by from Michigan. And Sula continues to lead. Danielson continues to hold that P2 spot. And what do you say we go crank it up here at the Michigan International Raceway here on Extreme Sim TV? Alright, I'm back here at the Michigan International Raceway. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of cranking up there as we continue to run. 22 of the scheduled 60 laps here tonight in the books. Pansula leads, Danielson second, Schulte third, Mert back up to fourth, Thornhill fifth, Vols in sixth, and Trent Drum out of the action here tonight. Trent kind of in trouble there as we continue to run. 23 of 60 complete right now. Pansula and Danielson up front. Unfortunate for Drum. I'm pretty sure Drum pretty much out of the racing action here for the night. Meanwhile, Pansula trying to hang on in front of his nearest competitor, Judd Danielson, putting some pressure on the back bumper you would look at right now of the race leader of Pansula. And again, no surprise, Merck working his way forward as the tires wear. We've seen this all year. And right now, Merck about 0.3 of a second faster than your leader even. So again, that gap's starting to close. He's about 0.3 off the car in front of him. He's a second and a half off your race leader. So Merck taking advantage of that long run speed and starting to chop that tree down little by little. Back to your race leader, Schulta right in front of him. That's the guy he's battling in points. So he's got him in his front windshield at the moment. Merck looking at it here, 25 of 60 on the board. Just shy of halfway here tonight. 40 over the top designs. Tuesday night Throwback Series. Everybody continuing to run right now. John Pansula leads the way. Brent Drum out of this event. Victor Barlett a lap down. Ball still on the lead lap after his issues early in this race under caution. Before we even took the green flag, the car took a hard right-hand turn, caught the outside wall, kind of put him up against it here early on. And right now, Pansula gap back to the car behind him, 0.4 of a second. Danielson stays lockstep with him. Schulta there as well has dropped by about 0.8 off the leader. But coming behind them once again, running the 43 flat, about 0.2 of a second faster last lap. It is Mr. Merck slowly chopping into that redwood tree in front of him, of the race leaders. The problem is, the race is only 60 laps long here tonight, and it took a good 20 laps for that 60 machine to really come alive, for him to start making ground back up. So when we come to pit road, he's got to be able to keep up with these guys on fresher tires, because when we come out, he's not going to have time to make up the difference here. Battle in front of him, Schulta underneath Danielson for position. That's a P2 change right there. Great job, and he'll take over. So there you go, Danielson taking over. Everybody else gonna try to watch their mirror here. Merck continues to march forward in the third now under Danielson. So Schulta the second, Merck the third, Schulta the second. Pansula continuing to lead down the back straightaway here at Michigan. And we will look for the cross flags here in just a couple of laps, representing halfway in this one. Pansula leads here tonight at the Michigan International Raceway in round number 15 of this Tuesday night Throwback Series as we thunder through the front straightaway. Pansula leads, gap now about 0.9 of a second over Andrew Schulta, and both Schulta and Merck last time by was a tick faster than your race leader. Schulta though the fastest one on the track last time by. Schulta was fastest lap time wise last lap by about 3 or so tenths. So Schulta's starting to close in on Pansula at the front of the field. 30 on the board this time by. Next time by there'll be 30 to go. Halfway through this one at the Michigan International Raceway for the over-the-top designs Tuesday night Throwback Series. halfway. Flagman gonna give him the cross hands, cross flags, whatever you want to call it, and signaling halfway for the race leader. John, the man Panzula, leading the way right now, halfway through this one in round 15 for the over-the-top designs through the night Throwback Series, and Panzula to pit road. Just like that, coming up halfway, he'll bring it down. Everybody else is going to stay out. Brilliant move, I feel, for John. Crossing the stripe, Schulte will take over. Now when does Schulte hit pit road? Panzula already taking his stop right there at the halfway mark. Down the back straightaway, expecting them to see them very soon at the front of the field. What do they do here? This is going to be interesting. Stays out here. And not going to do it yet. You can see them working their way through. There's Danielson. Danielson to pit road this time. So Danielson coming down at lap 32 to take tires and fuel. Schulte continues to lead. Merton second. Thornhill in third. Looking for your race leaders to hit pit road anytime now. 32 of 60 complete. Schulte leads here tonight. Let's see if he goes to pit road this time by. And no, he's not. He's going to stay out. Does Mert hit pit road? Nope. What about Thornhill? Nothing from Thornhill. Danielson has come down. Danielson getting 4 tires and fuel in that machine. But right now we're 33 of the 60 complete. Waiting on the top 3 to cycle through pit road to set ourselves up for the dash for the end here momentarily. Again, right now 34 of 60 complete here tonight at Michigan. You guys still getting after it right now. Schulte, nice little lead over Merck of about 1 second, 1.1 right now. Thornhill in third. He's going to have Chris Balls officially fourth. See that faster car? That's the 25 machine of Victor Barlett, but he is still a lap down. Is Victor Barlett, and the next car on his lap, about 21 seconds in front of him. There comes the 01 of John Panzula, a lap down. But again, he has already made a pit stop as well, and should cycle out to the race lead when this happens. Right now, it's Andrew Schulte leading the way here tonight. What has been an entertaining race from the get-go. Seen cars in the outside wall before the green even flew. Ever since then, it's been the lean, mean, and green Jeffrey Merck trying to take care of his 4 Goodyear Eagles, take advantage of his long run speed this season. But right now, it's Schulte one-upping him there in that department. But again, I expect this to cycle around to John Panzula. Kind of pitted before everyone else. Will it pay off? We will find out in 25 more laps. Here comes leaders to pit road. Schulte, Merck down pit road. Expect Thornhill already on pit road. This will complete our round of cycles here at the Michigan International Raceway. Your leaders to pit road for 4 tires and fuel. Just shy of 20 laps to go here tonight. Two tires on the right. They'll go down around to the left sides. Get the lug nuts off, get those tires changed, and get back out there. Just shy of 20 to go. Panzula right now in third. Expect him to jump forward here in the running order. There's Schulte off of pit road. Merck gonna be off of pit road right now. Here comes John Panzula. He was the first car down. Will he get out in front of Schulte? It's going to be a dogfight around the back straightaway here. A little closer than I expected. You see Schulte right there coming off pit road. Here comes Pansula, big run. But Schulte going to be able to hold him at bay. Great move by Schulte. And that will move Andrew Schulte back to the race lead. A great pit stop strategy. Now he's just got to hold him at bay here. Just shy of 20 some odd laps here tonight. Great strategy call. Meanwhile, Mert in that battle for third does a great job. He's going to come out 1.5 behind Schulte. Schulte with about a 7/10 of a second lead over John Pansula that started his pit stop cycle, was the first car down. And I believe the difference here is going to be, if we look here, pit stop time was a little faster for John. Somewhere he lost just too much room. Here comes Mert underneath John Pansula. That's going to be for second. Now it's going to be the black Exxon machine getting to P2. Does he have enough run left in that Chevrolet to run down Andrew Schulte? It's 5/10 of a second right now. Really getting a run down the back straightaway on the fresh tires. Him and Schulte exact same on the tire strategy right now. And man, Mert really abusing those tires right now. Drives the car hard, gets to the back bumper. Schulte makes the move to the bottom. Mert gonna go for the race lead early in this tire cycle. Mert shows some strength like a bull back to the front of the race, front of the field here. Now he can start conserving those tires a bit. Back to the race lead. Jeffrey Mert, your points leader, leads down the back straightaway here at the Michigan International Raceway. Mert leads in that number 60 Exxon machine here from Michigan. And what a job Mert did driving his way back around Andrew Schulte. Schulte gonna fall in line. And you gotta believe Schulte is kind of concerned if he is right behind that 60 machine and what he's gonna see over the next 20 laps. As long as Mert can keep the tires under him for 20 more laps, he should be on his way to yet another victory here in the Over the Top Designs Tuesday Night Throwback Series here for the Loose Lugnuts. And right now you see Schulte right there in second, kind of dropping off about 2/10 of a second right now. And right now everybody hanging on. 20 laps to go. 20 to go this time by. You see Schulte, your race leader, or excuse me, your P2 car trying to run Mert down. Your race leader, 4.6, 4.7 tenths of a second right now. Mert slowly starting to pull away now into that race lead. And you see looking back there, pretty good little gap over Schulte. John Pansula drops back to third. That pit strategy not paying off. He's actually going to come in the clutches of Victor Barlett here before long, looking for a top 5. Thornhill back, or top 3. Thornhill back here in 5th with Judd Danielson all over him. Coming to 18 to go this time by. And Thornhill sliding backwards late in the going. Danielson holds the bottom lane right now. Wow, what a night it has been here with 18 to go. This time by. Laps to go this time by. Danielson all over the back of Thornhill at the moment. And right now, everybody continuing to run. 18 laps to go. Jeffrey Merck up front, leading the way. Gap right now, 0.5 of a second and growing. Slowly but surely, 10th by 10th. Jeffrey Merck getting away from Andrew Schulte here tonight. Merck doing a wonderful job. 18 laps to go here from the Michigan International Raceway. We're going to go crank it up one more time here tonight. We'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy one more cranking up here tonight at Michigan. I'm back here with 14 laps to go at the Michigan International Raceway. Jeffrey Merck continuing to lead. Victor Barlett back here has picked up a spot into the top 4. John Pansula right there in 3rd. And I tell you what, John trying to hold on to a top 3 finish here. But that pit cycle for that number 01 machine really did not pay off here tonight. The car really just didn't work the way he wanted on that fresh set of tires. He actually lost ground, the opposite of what you want to do. But right now, Merck paid out longer, paid off for him. He got by Schulte with that late race run with about 22 to go. Has held the car up front ever since. And right now, he is running 2nd. 3rd, Pansula. 4th, Victor Barlett. Brandon Thornhill has dropped out the top 5th here. Judd Danielson in 6th, and Chris Balls. The bad luck award, the bad luck streak goes to him tonight. Trouble at the very beginning, got in the wall coming to green, which kind of set his night up for him in a bad light. But with 11 laps to go, it looks to me like, folks, unless something changes majorly over the next 11 laps, that Jeffrey Merck is going to come out here to Michigan and widen that points lead a little bit more here over Andrew Schulte, with Schulte running 2nd. And time running out, man, and that's the thing. Time has to be running out for Andrew Schulta. Trying to get this points lead away from Jeffrey Merck. You're going to run out of time at some point, right? We're 5 races to go here after the night, which car count to me doesn't matter as much anymore. But for somebody like Jeffrey Merck, you know, car count's everything. Think about it. If we don't have a bunch of cars show up for the next few weeks, it's going to be harder and harder for somebody to take advantage and narrow that gap. Think about it. We had 8 cars show up tonight. Even if Merck had finished 8th and Schulta won this race, probably a max of around 9 points he can gain in a given race. We're running out of time, right? You got 5 races to go here after tonight. And that gap's going to continue to decrease little by little. I mean, you look at him right now. Merton's going to extend that lead by 1 point. Right here is going to be a 1 point extension. Think about that. And you take a look, and we're going to look one more time. We looked at it pre-race. But let's take a look right quick here at what the points were coming into tonight. Here at the Loose Lugnuts over the top design back throwback meeting here. It was a 29-point gap. Now, think about that. That's 1 point per position. He's going to have to make up now 30, because it should be around 30 when we leave here tonight. It would be a 30-point gap that he has got to make up in little than 5 races. Not undoable, but you know, it's going to be a lot of work to pull off with 8 laps to go. Man, oh man, this is something else. You see the 11 of Schulta still right behind Merck as they continue to run 8 laps to go. So, on average, if we leave here with a 30-point gap, Schulta's going to have to pick up 6 points a race for the foreseeable future to even have a shot, right? With 5 races left. And that's going to be a tall order. That's 6 spots on the racetrack each and every week. And yeah, Schulta's running down Merck a bit here. Merck has just had such a wonderful season. Set himself up perfectly for this. I don't want to call it mathematically impossible yet, but we are quickly headed towards that with these runs that Merck is having. So right now, 7 laps to go this time by, coming to 6. What a wonderful run. Merck now 4/10 of a second to gap up front over Andrew Schulta. The gap kind of closing little by little. Maybe Merck pushed those tires a bit hard there on that initial run when he got around Schulta. That's got to be the fear from Merck right now. Meanwhile, Danielson putting pressure back here in the pack on Thornhill as well. Another good battle on the racing surface right now for 5th here tonight. Coming to 5 to go. As we continue to hang on right now. What a night we are seeing. 3/10 of a second up front. That gap continuing to close. Merck right now. And I don't know how much pressure this puts on Merck, because you got to think, if you're the points leader and you've got this little bit of a comfort zone, right? Just a little bit of comfort. Do you really want to get up there and run hard and race Schulta for a race win when you're putting yourself in this good a position points-wise? You know, even finishing behind him. You know, he loses, what, maybe 1-2 points at most if you finish behind him. You just don't want to give up a big chunk of points And I hate to say the word point racing, but that's what the 60 machine needs to do right now. Right now, 30 laps to go this time by. You know, the funny thing about Merck is I don't know that Merck even looks at the point situation that much. I don't even know if he knows just how far ahead he is of Shorter points-wise at this point in the season, 3 to go. Danielson and Thornhill still running pretty much nose to tail back here as well, with 2 laps to go this time by. Jolta now has got it within a 10th. Jolta looking for a race win here tonight at Michigan. We'll get the draft down the back straightaway. Andrew Jolta all over Jeffrey Merck. We will come to 2 laps to go. And oh man, look up here with this battle. If you're Andrew Jolta, who we're on board with right now, putting pressure on Jeffrey Merck, 2 laps to go. Jolta may have saved those tires just a bit more than Merck. Into 1 and 2. He'll be all over the back bumper of Merck right now. Jolta halfway down the back this time by. He'll cross the halfway point of the back straightaway. Bombs the flagman back around here on the front straightaway. He'll have the white flag in his hand, ready to display it for these front 2. It's Merck and Jolta at Michigan. Pulling away off of turn number 4, white flag in the air. 1 lap to go at the Michigan International Raceway. And it's going to be Jeffrey Merck leading with his point rival right there behind him. Final lap here this time by. Here we go, continuing on up the racetrack. This time by, they fight through. Down the back straightaway, Merck continuing to lead. Can Jolta do anything in 3 and 4? Coming down to 3 and 4 this time by. Jolta right there with him in his tire track, but off of turn number 4. Jeffrey Merck. He's going to do it again and then leave off of turn number 4. Jolta to the bottom. Late race move. And at the stripe contact and at the stripes, it was Merck. Wow. One more look at this finish out of nowhere. Jolta with a last minute dash. One more look at it here as they come off of turn number 4. We were on board with Merck here, and one more look as they came through. Look at the move. Oh, he got Merck loose. You can see it. Watch Jolta make the outside to the bottom. Got him just loose enough, and by 0.12 thousandths of a second. Well done, guys. Wow. Unreal, man. What a great job from these drivers. Look right here. Coming to the stripe. Jolta made the move to the inside, but it was a bit too late. And unfortunately, we can't see it on that angle as well. See here. But look right here. Unbelievable. Nose to nose. One more look here at the start finish line. These two just all over one another. And I gotta say, good job by both of them, right? See what the best angle of this. Yeah, there we go. Wow. What can you say about that? Again, coming to the stripe. Look at the contact. Merck and Jolta right like that. One more look across the start finish line. Wow. What a night. One more time. Jolta and Merc at the stripe. Just that much. Wow. And again, by 0.012 thousandths of a second, Jeffrey Merc does it again. Jolta gonna come up on the losing end of this one by mere inches here tonight. And let's get ready to talk to your race winner, Mr. Merc. Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
I do, Mr. Matt. What's up?
Well, you come away with the win, man, but not by much. 0.012 tenths of a second.
Yeah, man, that might be the best race I've ever been in iRacing. Holy crap.
Well, man, I went to the rear view camera coming out of turn 4 because I thought you had Schultz pretty much cleared. And at the last possible second, he takes the dive to the left. Got you just a little bit loose. That's all it took for him to get the run under you. And you got to kind of drag race it to the stripe.
Yeah, I knew Schultz was a lot better on me the long run, so the only chance I had was when we come out of pits. I was going to have to push it really hard in the beginning. Get out in front of him, try to get him off of his tire strategy, make him drive it a little harder than he wanted to. He still did a great job of saving and staying with me, and then and then about 4 to go, he really stepped it up. And I saw him coming. I knew I was going to be like, okay. He knew he was better than me in 3 and 4. I was better than him in 1 and 2, so he saved it for 3 and 4 and got that big run off of 4. I tried to block him. He went down low. I went down low. We got together coming to the stripe. I mean, man, you can't ask for better racing than that.
Well, man, what a night for you, Merc. You're going to extend your points lead a little bit here, probably 1 or 2 points, I would imagine. Yeah, so it's going to be a good night for you that way. Great win once again. And I'll tell you what, Ben Sula put up a fight here tonight at Michigan.
Yeah, real proud of old Pan. He got out there at front of the run and was like, well, he's going to fall off. And I mean, he was leading at halfway point. That's a big ups to Pan there. I call him Pan. He's John Pansula. He does a hell of a job in that car every week. You know, he comes out here. He's retired now, so he does a lot of traveling and stuff like that. So when he comes in here, I don't think it's as hard at it as he used to be. But he's a hell of a guy, good friend, and I'm glad he can come in here and race with us.
Well, Pan put on a show, that's for sure. Well,
yeah.
Well, Merc, man, let me ask you before I let you go. Points wise, you know, you look at where you're at after the night. You're about 30, probably 31 points up, I would imagine. Just guessing here. That's about 6 points per race they would have to pick up on you. You feel like you're in a pretty comfortable spot at this point?
Yeah, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. You know, if I take care of the car, I mean, I don't want to say I'm in a really good spot because Karma, she's a nasty old girl, so you don't want to get on her bad side. So I'm in a good spot. I'm proud of where I'm at. So we'll keep doing what we're doing. And I mean, you can't say I'm points racing because me and old me and old Schultz was banging doors coming to the start-finish line. Like he said, he goes, I think he said he didn't think he breathed for the last 10 laps. All I was doing was watching the mirror, watching that relative. And I was the same way. I was white-knuckling it. So, man, me and Schultz, we put on some good races here lately.
Well, great job, Mr. Merck. I'm going to let you go again. Congratulations on another win this season. And a great battle to the end here at Michigan.
All right, thanks, bud. I hate to run this interview long, but I still want to get on my sponsors and stuff out there. Exxon for being on the car. John Hendrick over at Over the Top Paints and Designs. You don't look your best, look over the top. If you want to get paint, look him up. Andrew Schulte, great guy, great racer. I mean, that was a great race. You up in the booth. all my teammates, Judd Danielson, Ronald Klein. I know he ain't run a lot this summer, but he's got a lot going on at home with the race cars and all that stuff. Summer Life. Mitchell Reeves, sorry for your loss, brother. I hope we put a good show on there for your uncle, and I hope everything goes good over there with your wedding and everything. So we're pulling for you, buddy. And I think that's everybody. Oh yeah, nope, almost forgot her. Loving wife inside. She better be watching this race because that was a damn good one. So thanks, Matt.
Won't this be the one race you didn't watch? This will be the one she didn't.
Yeah, she's probably in there. She's either going, I'm watching, or she's watching some damn reality TV show.
Yeah, for everybody. Well, again, congratulations, Jeffrey Merker, winner here tonight at Michigan.
Thanks, bud.
All right, let's get Shonta up here. Andrew Shonta, buddy, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, Matt. How you doing?
Doing good, brother. Was so close here tonight, my man.
Yeah, we did what we could. I knew it was going to be tough trying to get back past him after gave him about half a second to a second lead there after we pitted. I was probably made the mistake of not taking advantage of how fresh the new tires were and took it easy the first couple laps, just trying to save everything for the end, and I just came up a little short.
Well, man, you can't get much closer than that. 0.012 tenths of a second.
Yeah, I was doing best. I was trying to set him up to get a run out of turn 2, and the last 2 laps it looked like he got through there a lot better because that seemed to be where I was making up a little bit of ground. But he had gotten through there well enough to where I couldn't get a run, and so we just had to stay in it in the middle of 3 and 4, kept her to the wood, and we got second. It was an exciting finish. It was a good last handful of laps just trying to run him back down, and I believe I think it was yesterday I think we ran 1-2, or I can't remember. We run a different league, and I can't remember how exactly we finished yesterday, but it was a battle about the same. So it was always fun racing Merck, and congrats to him for winning.
Well, again, man, Andrew, congratulations on second place. Anybody you'd like to thank for let you go?
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for broadcasting this. Hopefully the fans enjoyed it. And yeah, I just thought of it. No, I'm fairly second that Mark beat me exactly the same way. I got a run on him and just couldn't close the deal last night as well. So I think he's 2 for 2 on that this week. Hopefully, if we when we race again on Thursday, I'll have something more for him. And thanks to all the fans out there watching. Hopefully they enjoyed it, and everyone at Loose Lugnuts. It's always a blast racing here.
And Foreman, well, we'll see you next week, buddy, for round 16.
Awesome. Can't wait.
All right, there you have it, folks. A great night of racing. Michigan International Raceway. We will see you next week, round 16. Thank you to Over the Top Designs, Mr. John Hendricks over there bringing you Loose Lugnuts Throwback Series. Thank you to Whiplash Media for all the cameras. We will see you next Tuesday for round 16.